Hi, how's it going? Mike from Palmeral here in day 42 or whatever it is of our lockdown. I wonder if you want to just go with me as we walk around the garden. Let's just follow me. So we're approaching the entrance to the labyrinth. One of the first things that we did when we came here 9 years ago, there or thereabouts. As you can see, it's nothing more than a pile of bricks in the middle of an open ground of earth, really. But it's the journey that it symbolises that we're really interested in. Labyrinths have been used by, well, not just Christians, but used by people of different faiths and different spiritualities over the many thousands of years to represent a journey as to the direction they take through life, the decisions they make along the way, and the reflections that they have about those decisions and how they make them. But if you're like me, it's a little bit confusing at the moment, to say the least. And we hear a lot about this new normal, but what on earth is the new normal? And what will it look like when it becomes normal? And then, if it is normal, will it feel abnormal? Quite a few people have taken this walk around the labyrinth over the time that we've been here, and you can argue that they take the same journey. The path is laid out, the bricks, as you can see as we're walking around, guide where our footsteps go. It's a spiral. It's taking us past the tree that's been there, more about that later. And eventually we get to the middle. So we've got here, the route hasn't changed over the years since we've been here, but the experience of the journey is a different matter. Now, I listen to a lot of radio these days, and there's a lot of radio phone-ins, and there's a little bit of a, well, we're all in the same position, we're all doing the same things, we're all finding time to do our gardening, we're all finding time to learn how to play the saxophone, we can eat all the healthy foods. The reality is, in this time, the journey isn't the same for everybody. We have this very spacious garden, which we're very thankful for and we're very appreciative of. But it's obviously true that not everybody has the space and has had the space in which to exercise and to feel some sort of tranquility. It's not an equal world, and I don't think anybody ever really believes that it is. But whatever your situation, it's a time to think, because actually we have no choice. But actually we do have a choice. Do we choose to just sit back and relax, enjoy any time that we do get? Certainly the cat seems to be doing that. Do we get on with some gardening work, the stuff that we need to keep up with? This is the very last remnants of some monumental efforts that Julie's been putting in keeping the garden nice and tidy. Do we even re-evaluate our faith journey? Several of us have followed patterns and practices for many years that have been completely disrupted. Has that asked you questions? Has that stimulated new ideas? Has it caused doubt or worry or anxiety? I'm sure all are actually possible. I think, again, if you're a bit like me, you've concluded that the only right answer is there is no right answer. We do have to survive if we can. We don't know what the future lies. I said I'd come back to this lemon tree that's in the labyrinth. I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago we were told it was diseased and terminally ill, and we'd have to kill it and knock it down and remove it. In the last 2 or 3 years, with a bit of pruning, we've managed to, well, it's managed to restore itself to such a level that the lemons that we're getting now, as you can see behind me, the lemons we get now are absolutely the best that it's ever had. So there was a different story going on for our lemon tree, and one that we couldn't have predicted. And I suspect in this moment of our lives, whereas some of us have gone through very difficult situations, and some people have gone through horrendous, terrifying and tragic situations, we don't know what the right answer is, and it's pretty pointless trying to superimpose our own view of what that might be. So back again to the labyrinth. We're not actually entirely sure when things will get back to our new normal here at El Palmeral. We've planned for opening again in September, but we're not certain about that. So we need to be thinking, how do we continue over these next few months doing the things that we think are important? So I'm going to look at this labyrinth. We're going to redesign it a bit probably. We're going to possibly change the shape of it, maybe change a few of the activities, and see if we can find a little bit about what, in the midst of all this complicated and confusing and frightening situation that is different for every single one of us, possibly just trying to listen to that still small voice, the voice that as Christians we believe is given to us for precisely a situation such as this. So anyway, hope you can join us along the journey. We might send out the odd video from time to time, and keep well, and we hope to see you soon here. Thank you.